Hi, I'm Tom Crampton. I'm the Executive Dean of Regional Technology Initiatives here at Mott Community College. Help manage the Regional Technology Center, which is our advanced technology center here in town. In this role, basically what we've done is created a position at the college to look at new technology that we think is going to impact the community. We research that technology and we try to create opportunities where they exist. So the Fab Lab's kind of an example of that. We were exposed to the Fab Lab through some other work that we've done around the country and saw it as a wonderful opportunity to support entrepreneurship. We did some looking at entrepreneurship and learned that most job creation has really come out of very small businesses, not from attracting large corporations. So we recognize that there's an entrepreneurial spirit in the community, the bigger community, and we wanted to support it, and we saw that there was a gap in terms of having places for people to come and do prototyping. So as we looked into it more, we opted to move forward with that. Had support from the president and the community, and it's been a great adventure so far. I'd like to see the Fab Lab continue to grow, certainly in terms of usage. We've had a good 4.5-year run, lots of people who've come and used the resources here. But I think there's still some issues that we can overcome, maybe some people who don't feel comfortable coming to the college. And we want to make sure that they recognize this is an open door place. It's not a place where your idea is judged. It's a place where you come to get some support and some help to move forward. So from the role that the Fab Lab plays in the community, I'd like to see the community grow, obviously. To have people who are creative and have ideas that they'd like to move forward, whether it's for their own personal use or whether it's for starting businesses and creating jobs. I'd like to see the Fab Lab become a central piece of that as it moves forward. If you are an entrepreneur and you're thinking about an idea and maybe you've been hesitant to move forward, I think it's important to know that not only are there resources in the Fab Lab that can help you, but also in the community. There's the entrepreneurship team that can help you do everything from write a business plan, to do market research, to think about what you do with financing. And certainly the Fab Lab, where you can come if it's a product-based idea that you're interested in, you can come to the Fab Lab, and in most cases we can help you get models of that. We can introduce you to the modern way of designing and developing products, which is to use digital equipment and to leverage the capacity of that equipment to help you quickly move your idea to market. And we can also help you by making referrals to some folks who can help you on the back end. So if you're an entrepreneur, we really have kind of a soup to nuts approach in the community that can help you move your idea forward and scale it to whatever level you're most interested in. And I know it's hard to talk to people about what does it cost to use the Fab Lab, you know, and it's, when you look at some of the other models that are out there, there's a membership model where you come in and you pay monthly, and so when we first got started with the Fab Lab, somebody said to us, it ought to be like going to the movies. You know, it ought to be just, that's about how much thought you have to give it, is you look in your wallet and say, can I make it to go to the movies tonight? And that isn't, I don't know that that's entirely practical, because you can't, as you know, you just can't come in and always have the product made in one day. And that's what the movie is. It's a short visit to the movie and you're entertained and then you leave. But you know, we do want people to know that we'll price it according to the work that's required. And that way they're not making a long-term commitment to the Fab Lab. And it's very reasonably priced, not free, but it's very reasonably priced. It doesn't cost anything to come in and check. I mean, that part's free. So you can come in and sort of have a consultation, if you will, which sounds like way too fancy a word for what it really is. But you can come in and meet with somebody, and we'll take a look and tell you, first of all, if we can help you, and if we can't, and then we can begin to look at what is it going to take to accomplish that project. I would suggest to people, if you think about the Fab Lab, it is a place where the tagline that we got from MIT is a place where you can make almost anything. And we want people to feel that they can come here and have access to really a bunch of equipment. And when I do a walkthrough, I usually tell people the equipment's just dumb equipment. So the creativity comes from the individual. And we want people to understand that they can take that creative idea and they can come here and they can access whatever equipment, whatever resources, software, and so on that they need in order to take their product to market. And I really shouldn't say product to market. I really should say if you just want to develop an idea for your own use. But it is, imagine a place where you could come and you've got all the tools at your disposal to make models of what you want to do. And so when we look at our students, when we think about talented individuals in the community, when we think about small businesses that are beginning to leverage their own intellectual capital, maybe more so than they've had to in the past, this is a place where you can come and have access to a broad platform of tools that will let you do a lot of the things that you can't do in the basement at your house or even in your garage workshop. So people can feel free about coming in. It's great if you make an appointment, only because we'll be sure we have the resources here and the people here, not because we're so rigid that you have to have the appointment to come in. But you can technically walk down the hall, the door will be open, and you can feel free to walk in and meet with somebody and take a tour of the lab, see what our capability is. And if we can't help you, we'll let you know. We'll even try to connect you with somebody who can. Basically, there's a lot of things that you can do in the Fab Lab that won't necessarily look like an industrial product or a commercial product, but it almost is a form of art or a form of expression. We've had an opportunity to work with some of the local businesses in town, and we've been able to do things like help them create logos that are used in tables. If you have an opportunity to visit the farmers market, you'll see some of the tables that are on display there in the cafe. We've done some work with some of the local restaurants. Tenacity Brewing is an example, and we were able to help them with some of their logo work. So there's a lot of different things that you can use the lab to do, both artistic as well as maybe something that might feel a little bit more commercial or industrial. And we've had another opportunity also to work with Formar Nature Preserve. They visited with us and had some real creative ideas about what to do with some signage over at Formar, so we were able to work with them too and used our plasma cutter to actually do some metal signage. Worked with them. They helped us design the product that was a representation of their mascot, I think is the right word. And we were able to put that together, and it's now available and used out at the Formar Nature Preserve, and helps them with their signage as they describe and talk about the various things that a visitor might see. Yeah, I think the other thing we'd like people to know is that while we've talked a lot about adults using the Fab Lab, one of the biggest things we really need in the future is young people who are interested in careers, and the buzzword is STEM. So everybody wants science, technology, engineering, and math. But a lot of times when a person's younger, they don't really know about STEM as a career, but they are creative and they do have good ideas. And so we've had a lot of students come in from local schools, and we welcome those visits. They come in, sometimes they do projects, and we can, if we schedule it and work it out in advance, then those young people can come in and we can share with them the design process and help them make some products that a lot of times they take away, and let them express their creativity, because it's really a mixture of the technical skill set combined with the creativity, and that kind of leads to innovation, and innovation leads to new product, and new product leads to usually good things happening in the community. So the Fab Lab really is a place where lots of folks can come. You don't really have to be a certain age, but it's a good place for people to come and explore. But it's, when you get going and you get talking about it, it's an exciting place to be. It's kind of a no holds barred. There's not a lot of rules here. Safety is always a concern, but beyond that, there really aren't too many constraints that a person has to know before they come in and use the Fab Lab. We're the community college, the doors are open most of the day, and people should feel free just to come in and kick the tires a little bit and walk around and see if it looks like something they could either take advantage of or that we could help them with.